Hey guys, it's Mad Morta, and as you can tell, I finished with my GameCube portable again. I did a lot of case work on it, and it's black now, which I think I preferred green, but black is one of the actual colors of a GameCube, so um, I think in hindsight I maybe shouldn't have done glossy because it really shows off all the little spots I was too lazy to sand anymore, although I did sand it a lot. Um, so maybe in hindsight, gloss wasn't the way to go, but um, in the places where I did, a better job sanding, it does look really nice. Um, I did a lot of casework on the back too, which originally I hadn't. It was a lot more uneven, but I've fixed that. I also took off the thing that went around here to put the lid on because I never used it and it was stopping me from using full-size DVDs, and I've always wanted to try the Xeno GC mod chip with a full-size DVD. Maybe this isn't the place to do it on, but I've always wanted to try, and there's no reason to have the thing on if I'm not going to use it. So I removed that, and then painted, so there's no signs it was ever there. You can see kind of down in there a little bit the circuit board, but let's see, the laser's still good. I like to keep a disc on it all the time, just to protect it. I put little stilts underneath here so that when you push on it, it has no give underneath at all, which helps a little bit with the D-pad. Just being sturdy, because these D-pads are really squishy. And I don't personally like that. I think it sinks too far down in, even just on a regular controller. So just to make sure that it was as good as it could be, I put the stilts. The fans in it are no longer GameCube fans. They're Wii fans, which I think I showed you last time. Let's see. New audio amplifier board. Actual stereo audio this time with the headphone jack, although you do have to turn it all the way down before putting your headphones in and then turn it up just a little bit, otherwise you're gonna break your headphones, because it really gets, this thing, even with these big speakers, gets really loud, and with headphones it's getting the same amount of power because I couldn't get it to lower the volume in headphones with a resistor. It's kind of a longer story I'm not going to go into, but I swear that the headphone jack has been the most frustrating thing of this whole thing. But it finally has one, so if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And it does work. Just be careful that, you maybe don't turn it up too loud because your headphones can get really loud. New screen, brand new screen. It was the screen for my Wii Portable, and actually, these were for the Wii Portable as well, but I had to put that on pause to work on this, so that's okay. But I will have to wait to get parts to continue working on it again, because now I don't have my screen for it. Although I'm kind of thinking maybe I should find a new case for the Wii Portable too. I'm in love with that case I found that looks like a DS Lite, but I think it's going to be a really tight squeeze, and I wouldn't mind something a little bit larger. So I don't know. We'll see. Could go either way, but this is it, pretty much. I hot glued the start button in instead of epoxying it in, and hopefully that'll make it a bit more sturdy. Epoxy doesn't seem to stick to the plastic quite as well as hot glue does, so I put hot glue to close it in little dabs instead of epoxy all the way around. So hopefully that'll help a bit. But all the buttons, they sit up nice and high. They're not low like they were the first time. So it feels good, looks good. Although I don't know how well this paint job will last because it's, regular quality paint, not ridiculously expensive quality paint. And this plastic hates paint, so we'll see, but I don't expect it to look very nice for forever. I'm sure I'll get little nicks and dents in the paint, but that's okay. Someone recommended me some primer yesterday, of course, after I'd finished painting it. Someone told me about this primer that is like super primer that should, help with this plastic because it's made for like stubborn plastic. So I'm okay with this not being great because if I do have to paint it again, then I'll do it right. Well, I mean, I did it right, but you know what I mean. I'll really, really put a whole lot of effort into it, but hopefully I won't have to do that, because I really don't want to. I really, really don't want to. If it breaks again, though, I'm not sure if I'm going to fix it or not. I mean, it shouldn't break. I fixed a lot of little minor things that I was worried about because I didn't want to do this again. But I think that for the time and effort I could spend fixing it another however many times, I could just build a new portable because it's sucking up resources and money, and I'm done. I'm done with it. It's good. It's done. Unless it's something really minor, then I'm not gonna bother. But I mean, if it like breaks, I mean, if it's like a speaker issue, I'll fix it. But if it's like broken, I'm just gonna not, because I put so many hours into this case. I can't even tell you. And it still doesn't look fantastic. But casework is really frustrating and takes a really long time. But anyways, I think that's it. There were these little vertical lines that you could see when you're moving horizontally, but those are gone. It's got a very clear picture quality now. No distortions, no. Oh yeah, and I shielded the wire that goes to the thing, although I don't think that really changed anything because I still had to route it away from the regulators because the regulators still caused all sorts of interference. So it's actually hot glued it on the top underneath here, and then up to my screen. But I got rid of those lines, which I don't think they were interference, but I'll never know because I took out the old screen and put a brand new one in. So it could have been the screen, it could have been the board for the screen, it could have been interference, I don't know, but there's really no way of knowing now. Yeah, so let's see, I made a pros and cons list this morning of the portable, just kind of listing out things that were good about it, things that weren't so great about it, and amongst the things that weren't so great about it were the paint job and the fact that it's made out of two cases, not one, so it's not as sturdy as it would be otherwise, and the fact that you have to turn the volume way down for the headphone jack. But the pros are it has a headphone jack and it looks nice, so it's kind of a give and take. It's not perfect, but it's decent. Yeah, everything else is good. Memory card, what do you call it? The mod chip, the laser, everything's good. But I honestly considered using the Wasp Fusion, but since I already I had everything all hooked up and I would have had to redo the case. I didn't, but I don't know what I'm going to do with it because I don't think that a GameCube portable, I mean, I love my GameCube portable, but if I'd known what I know now when I started, I would have built a Wii portable instead. They're a lot smaller, they take less energy, they generate less heat, and they can do way more, including all the things that this can do, but it can do it on a USB that's like, as big as you want it to be. You can have a 128 gigabyte SD card, USB, and it'll have, what's 128 divided by 4 gigabytes? I think GameCube games are like 4 gigs, so a lot. You can fit a lot of GameCube games on there, probably more than I own, but it's a decent single player GameCube, and once again I am pretty satisfied with how it turned out. So hopefully I won't have any more work logs on this, but I think we've kind of seen the pattern here of, oh no, something went wrong, I have to fix it. So hopefully this is the last one, but if not, then I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.